There we go. There we go. Damn. This thing really did me dirty. Record. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I hope you guys have been awesome. Okay, so before we get into anything, we're gonna start this video afresh. We're gonna start this video from scratch, and we're just gonna make sure that everything is running proper and smooth this time around. So without wasting any more of your time, guys, my name is Leon Tepo Mashalani, a forex trader, of course. What's happening? Now we're good. The curse is there. So we're good. So Hansel was saying, right, I just made a very big blunder. I made a very huge mistake when I started the live. Actually, I didn't mark out the cursor to appear when I'm recording. So but we have that fixed, and now we're gonna talk more on this. So like I said previously, everything shared on this channel is not financial advice and should not be considered as financial advice by anyone or any institution at any given point in time. Everything shared on this channel, this TikTok, and my YouTube channel is for educational purposes only and should be used for educational purposes only. So let's get into this topic. So as I was saying, like, a lot of people have different ideologies in regards to what constitutes support or resistance levels. And now on this live today, we're gonna actually dive a bit deeper, and I'm gonna get you behind my thinking when it comes to support and resistance, because it kind of works for me. It works for me perfectly, and actually it's very lucrative, it's very consistent, and I love how it's always repeating itself, right? And it's constantly repeating, it's constantly happening, and nothing ever goes against plan, basically. So yeah, let's get into this thing, right? So as I was saying, right, what we normally consider support and resistance is as a result of a very big error we normally make. So the moment we see areas where price has been testing and rejecting, we automatically assume that those are the support and resistance level. But Hansel said previously that support and resistance is as a result of one candle. All right, and I'm going to show you this thing. So I'm starting this entire video afresh from scratch so that everyone who may have missed out on what we were talking about can actually join in and be part of the conversation. So this is where I'm gonna start everything, right? Number one, typically this is how I start my day, right? I go to the previous day, right, and I select a particular and very specific candlestick, right? So this candlestick is actually gonna tell me or show me what's gonna happen on the current day. Right, on the current day, this candlestick is going to show me whether price is going to move up or price is going to move down for the whole day. And this thing actually happens every single day of every single week. It's happening in and out, just like this. Just needs what? It just needs people to actually, open up their eyes and just get into the charts and get into the markets and study these things, right? Now, hence I was saying, right, now typically this is what you'll be seeing and justifying to be support and resistance. There's nothing wrong. Don't get me twisted. I'm not here to crap on anyone's strategy. I'm not here to talk bad about what people do. Like I said, I'm no judge. If something works for you, it works for you. If you understand it, you understand it. I just want to show you how you can further refine support and resistance. Okay. Hey Emmanuel, thanks for the follow, man. So this is what your typical support and resistance areas will be like. All right, and people just quickly assume that, okay, it tested here, it tested here, it tested here, it tested here, so it must be strong. But look over here. If that was your theory, then your strategy would have worked against you. Right, very easily work against you, take you out quick. Why? It's not wrong how you are looking at things, but what you are seeing here, this entire movement here, is as a result of one candle. Okay, it's as a result of one candle. Every consolidation you will see is happening because of one specific candle, most of the time from the previous day. Okay, and I'm gonna share this thing with you on this. We're gonna be on this journey together, and I'm gonna show you step by step the mistakes a lot of people be making in regards to support and resistance. Right, so mistake number one, I want to show you this thing. Right, mistake number one, the assumption that because it tested multiple times, it's valid. It isn't. That's not where the cream is. Okay, and I want you to understand what I'm saying. That's not where the cream is. The cream lies in what happens to one candlestick. Everything we are currently watching here is as a result of one candlestick. Let me show you. Right, if you look, this highlighted box right here, this highlighted area right there, right, that entire area is the very same candlestick we highlighted that belonged to the 4 hour. Right, so let's go back there. So this is the same candlestick but on the 15-minute time frame. Right, and let me show you how you can then go past the whole idea of support and resistance must test. Sometimes it will never test, and then what do? You miss the trade, or it will fake out, just like what we are seeing right now. I'm on the 4 hour minute time frame, and here's my resistance, here's my support. Right, so I'm gonna ask you something, and I'm gonna ask you to think about it properly before you make a conclusion. When you have your charts like this, right, when your chart is like this, now price tested multiple times on resistance, it tested the support multiple times. Now I want to know, where are you buying or selling? Which side tested the most? See, these are questions. Then now when I sat down and thought about these things properly, I was like, something is not adding up. So what happens on the day where I find myself that price tested the resistance multiple times, tested the support multiple times, then where am I going? Right, now one could be like, nah, we had a fake out, so it's gonna reject. But it rejected. It also rejected the support, rejected the resistance again, rejected the support. What do you do? This is where patience comes in. This is where patience comes in. Now I want to show you something. Right, pay very close attention to what I'm going to show you right now. Right, so we had a rejection, 4 hour candlestick. Right, this is the highlight of that 4 hour candlestick. This 4 hour candlestick, that's the highlight. Right, now this entire movement is the 4 hour candlestick. Now price started ranging inside that candlestick. So I'm going to go deep, very deep into this topic on YouTube. I'm going to do an entire teaching series around this thing. Just make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Okay, so now how I pick out these 4 hour candlesticks, it's a very specific, and it should be like that. It's going to be the candlestick normally toward the end of the day. Right, normally toward the end of the day, price will close with a very long candlestick usually, and then what happens is the following day, which is today, right, let's get into today, price will start trading inside that candle's range. The moment price starts trading inside that candle's range, that candle, the high of that candle and the support of that candle then now becomes support and resistance. So support and resistance is not area or areas where price was testing multiple times and it failed. No, support and resistance is literally just one candlestick, high and the low of that candlestick. Everything you are seeing after is an effect. It's as a result of one candlestick. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm going to prove this to you. This is something that works for me. I use this to trade every single day. Every single day, I wake up and do the same thing over and over again, and it works for me without fail. Like literally just today, I've taken trades on gold again with the very same ideology, with the very same concept, right? Once the video is edited, I'm gonna put the proof of the trades that I took, and then you'll see what I'm talking about, right? So be sure that you are subscribed to the channel on YouTube. Just make sure that you go to my link on my thingy. What's this? My TikTok bio there on the profile. Click the link. It'll take you straight to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribed. Help me guys grow this channel. I just want to be out here creating this content for mahala, nothing. Nobody's going to be charged anything. There's no VIP in Dondons. We're going to be here every single day together. At times we're going to be doing live sessions. But anyway, we are not there. We are here. Alright? So now, the trading range has happened. Now let's go to the charts. I want to prove everything that I'm telling you guys, right? Number one, this thing, this area right here, this is Friday's trading session. It's the same. This is literally the screenshot of that. It's the same screenshot, right? Now, previous day, which is Thursday, the 4-hour candlestick on that day closed. All right? And now it became the candle of interest because of one thing. The following day, which was Friday, price faked out above that high, right? It tried to break it and push price higher, but failed. It traded inside, right? And this failure is what we call a fake out. Now, you won't be able to identify a proper fake out if you don't understand how support and resistance work. Once you don't understand how support itself or resistance self is working or can be identified, there is no way that you'll be able to identify a fake out. Impossible. Okay? Now, watch what I'm saying to you and pay very close attention. Check this out. So price traded the previous day, the 4-hour candlestick formed. Price tried to trade above that area but failed. It closed above, yes, but the following candlestick, see, there's the candlestick that breaks. That's where you wait. So simply because it broke doesn't mean it's your entry point. You wait, right? Now, the following candlestick after the one that broke, we can see it right here. This one, this bearish one. That bearish candlestick took price, put it back inside the trading range. This was a quick indication that price was crashing. The moment I see this, in fact, at times I enter my trades. Like, that's where I literally just punch in my trade, my first trade. Doing what? I'm just entering here and there. It's because I'm at a point whereby I understand what I'm doing, so I can be a bit reckless at times, but I do not recommend that you do what I'm doing. Okay, I don't recommend that you do what I'm doing. But anyway, I was not there. I was here. Price faked out, traded back into the range, and that's where now things became interesting. When I saw that range and that failure to break that range, that's when now I highlighted and I took this candle as my candle that will highlight my support and my resistance levels. One area, one candle, one support, one resistance. Everything you see after is effects of one candle. And I'll say this thing until anyone can come and prove me otherwise. Until you can't prove me otherwise, this thing is working. I've tested it. It's been making money for me for the longest time. Now check this. We go now to a different time frame. Now we want to be able to know that this is a fake out, this is a proper break. Now how you go on doing that, you don't confirm a fake out or proper break on a lower time frame. Because remember, the candlestick highlighted belongs to a higher interval frame. So you don't want to use lower time frames to confirm breaks. We use lower time frames for entrance purposes, to enter trades, to execute trades, but not to confirm breaks. That's the biggest mistake you'll ever make. Now, check what I'm saying. Look at this chart right now, right? This is the 50-minute time frame. It's a bit noisy. And if you can go lower, it's going to be noisier. You won't be able to see anything. You won't be able to make any decision. So it's advisable that you go on a higher time frame to identify that break, right? So now, let's go. Now, this is the 1 hour time frame. Now you can see the noise is starting to go down a bit. Now everything is starting to be a bit clearer, right? Now check this out. Same candlestick, same 4 hour candlestick, right? Price tried to trade above that, failed, and kept on consolidating. Now remember, just because a candle went past your support and resistance does not mean it's a break. The following candlestick normally will be the one to confirm that break, right? Pardon. Now check this out. Price broke, closed below, but the following candlestick sets our price back inside the trading range, and it's been doing the same thing here. Did the same thing. This is a proper rejection. Did the same thing here. If this is still too noisy for you, then you go back to the very first time frame that you used to identify your candlestick. And as we see here, this is that candlestick I was talking about on the 4 hour. This is that candlestick. Now we clearly see that price tried to break but traded back, went down, traded back, rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection. Clear indication that price is going nowhere. And up until Monday did we now start seeing proper price movement, right? As we can see here on the 4 hour time frame, price broke perfectly. And bear in mind, it is not in this low or this low or this low or this low that determined price moving. All of these other candlesticks, they don't matter. They are insignificant candlesticks. You don't want to put your focus on those candlesticks, because those candlesticks are just fakers. They're just results of what needs to happen on one candlestick. So everything that happened in between, if it is not a break, then you shouldn't take into consideration. It's going to waste your time, and you're going to make hasty decisions, and you're going to lose money. So trust me, you don't want to be looking at these things from there's many candlesticks and whatnot. You're gonna make errors. You're gonna blunder big time. You don't want to do that. Now let's go back here. Came Monday, right? The first candlestick we had there, finally there was a candlestick that broke the range for the first time. Every single thing was trading inside, going back, rejection, going back, trying to break, going back, trying to break, going back, but nothing was successful up until Monday, right? Now Monday finally broke what? The range of Thursday. The range of Thursday's candlestick finally broke. But imagine if you were to say I'll wait for this candle, or I'll wait for this one because it's the lowest. That's not how it works. It doesn't matter who's the lowest. It doesn't matter who's the highest. So long as that trading range is intact, nothing is going to happen. The price is not going to go up. It's not going to go down. It's going to keep consolidating. This is how consolidations form, as a result of one tiny candlestick. So let's get back to that. So as we see right there, price finally broke perfectly the trading range, closed below. Right, it closed below, and now we can officially go back. When you look at the 1 hour time frame, right, it did the same thing. Remember what I say, we want to see the following candlestick after the break being the one to close outside the range, right? And we see that happening beautifully right here. Now check this. This tried, failed, because it traded back in. But for the first time, we had a candlestick that broke the range, and the following candlestick after that traded outside the range. Now this is what we wanted to see. Okay, this is what we wanted to see. We see this range here. This is Monday's now range from the previous days in Don. So you do this every single day. It works without failure, right? Now, check this out. We go back to the 15-minute time frame. Now we want to enter because now we have a confirmation that price is breaking the range and price is most definitely gonna move, right? Now we have all of this information and it's perfect, it's beautiful. Guys, even today, I'm gonna show you today on gold again, because I'm a gold trader. So I'm gonna show you how I even scaled today. I'm gonna put proof of the profits and the trades that I executed with the very same thing I'm telling you. All right. So check this out. So now, since ever now the range Thursday broke, now we want to enter and we need to make sure that our entrance is precise. Number one, now we look at Friday. Since ever the entire Friday's trading session was a consolidation, that means there were no significant moves. Now take the very same, you do the very same thing. Here's the 4-hour time frame for Friday toward the end, and now I wanted to see price trading inside that range. Now price broke, finally a proper break, and after that break, what do we have here? We have a fair value gap, aka an imbalance. So I've been telling people that I'm not necessarily a good ICT trader. I know all the ICT concepts, I studied them to the T, but I had a problem of, an analysis paralysis. In other words, you are trying to execute. It's not that you don't know, you know, but too much information is just getting pumped in your head when you try to execute, ending up not knowing what to do. But anyway, that's not what we are here to talk about. So here's that fair value gap. It formed, and when that fair value gap formed, I knew now price has to go back, trade into the fair value gap, providing me with my perfect entrance. Execution, stop loss above the fair value gap. My TP must be at least, if I failed, the same size as the range. Anything else is just bonus. And then life goes on. So as to where price is gonna go from there, how far it's gonna move, is all irrelevant information. React with price. Don't try to be prophet Mamang FX. You're not a prophet. React. Do what the market is doing. Don't force the market to do what you want. Because at times, I was telling people this thing, at times you will crash because what you want to see happening is not happening, and the moment that doesn't happen, you freeze. You get what I'm saying? So it's very important that we look into these things. So let's look at the current week. Now we're going to talk about the current week and what happened this week. All right, I was trading the whole week, and I want you guys to pay very close attention. Now, let's start. The very same thing, right? Now, Tuesday, which was Monday, 2 days back, Monday, right? We had the same thing. From the break that happened, we had that nice flow, we had that nice movement. It was beautiful, it was very straight to the point. But now, at the end of the trading day, we identified our what? Our 4-hour candlestick. Highlight that because price started trading inside the range the following day. So I highlight it throughout the entire day. Do the same thing. I'm doing literally the same thing. Right? Now I want to show you something. Price yet again tried to trade and break that range, failed. Went back in, tried to break the range again, failed. Traded back in, and so forth. Now we want a confirmation again. We go to the 1-hour time frame again. We want to confirm. We want to make sure that what we are talking about is happening, it can repeat, and it is implementable. Hold up. 1-hour time frame. I gotta remember, we come from here. Now we want to minimize the noise to confirm the break. Check this out. Now that the candlestick is confirmed, check this. We want to see price breaking on either the bullish side or the bearish side. right? But what's going to determine that is how these candlesticks react to what? How they react to the range of that one particular candlestick. Now, this is a second scenario, right? It's a second scenario, still talking about the very same thing. The same exact thing. Remember what I said. Support and resistance is an effect or a result of failure to break above or below one candle. It doesn't matter how many prices were ranging, how many candles were ranging inside. They don't constitute part of what? Of support and resistance. They are just the effect of price failing to break one candle. Okay, here's another proof of what I'm talking about. Go to the 1 hour time frame. You can see price traded, finally broke below, closed, but the following candlestick is what we want. It went back in there, literally went back in there, pushing prices higher. Like, this thing is literally this simple. It doesn't get any more simple than this. Right, I'm going to show you my buys on gold. Right, I'm going to show you my buys on gold. All right, so we go again to the 4 hour time frame to confirm what we want to have as many confirmations as possible. Now, check this out. The very same candlestick that you were seeing on the 1 hour time frame literally failed to maintain. It traded back in, creating a rejection candlestick. And this, by the way, was confirmation number 1 that we might be moving to the upside. Might. Okay? Now, we have a fair value gap right here. Fair value gap, broken structure right here as well. So, if you can extend that into the future, you'll see that price actually rejected from a fair value gap, and also in the same spirit, it tested a previously broken structure that was never retested. So it was a confluence. In other words, one thing being confirmed by multiple other things. All right, so we can see that very clear. It's very clear as day. Right, here we go. Rejection from a fair value gap and a test on a previously broken structure. Now, let's go back. Now that we have this information, it's a clear indication that the rejection we got here formed what? It formed part of a fair value gap right here. Fair value gap right there. Now we knew that today, our day is gonna be more to the bullish than anything else. Right? And then from there, here is that area of entrance with your stop loss wherever you are comfortable with it, with your TP equal to the trading range. That's how I basically do these things. This is literally my so-called secret to trading. I don't have any other. This is what I do every single day. It works like a charm. It works every single time I implement this. It works every single time I try to execute trades. So literally from here, you see from here, price gonna test this area or trade back into this fair value gap. See a fair value gap right there, and it's gonna move on higher. So if you took that as a signal, it's up to you, but that's what's gonna happen for the day. Trades are in. I actually took trades and I took a nice screenshot of the very same trades. Let's see if this is gonna pull up. Okay, can you guys see this? I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm sure you guys saw that. I can't see it. Let me see if you guys can see that. It's the very same trades. It's literally the very same trades. From today, it's a bit saturated, but anyway, I'm gonna edit on the edited version of the video on YouTube so that you guys go watch that. So literally, this thing is happening even today as we are speaking. It's literally happening. Let me see if I can pull out the trading view something. Right, I think I can. Yeah, I just want you guys to see this. Ke yang qoshetsa hape this thing. Ach, fire. But anyway, anyway, this is what I've been literally trying to tell people on the simplicity of trading. Like, guys, it's so pointless to, to have the ability, the knowledge, and fail to implement your knowledge. It's painful. Like, trust me, I've been a trader since I was like in the 10th grade, like 10 years back or so, right? And nothing will delay you more than trying to interpret someone else's strategy. Like, it's gonna kill you, like, as a trader. Like, trust me on this. Okay, what you want to do is to make sure that the information you have in regards to trading makes sense, more especially to you. Okay, you need to be, like, for an example, I can't tell you why these things happen. For an example, it's because I didn't have a mentor to show me, you see, one candlestick, the range, whatever. No one was there. So I don't even of your time, guys. You have been lovely, you have been wonderful. Are there any questions on the comment section? Let me check. I just want to make sure that when I leave, no one is still wondering what's what. Any questions? Nothing. I'm about to go off, so please, if you have a question, let me know now before I end the live. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, you have been lovely. I love you guys so much. Thank you. God bless.